To be soon, it's getting crazy.
We heard from you as the point man, for the organization and so forth, but you said earlier in the week that you were a big fan of Anderson's. And as a fan, if you can speak as a fan, it is still, how does it sit with you, although the way he lost? It has to be it has to be depressing the way he lost that fight. At least that's the way it seems to me.
Yeah, no, it's not to me though. I mean, he went out there and he fought the way that he fought. He did what he did. Again, I said, if he's doing all this stuff and then ends up clipping him and knocking him out, you're just like, holy shit, this guy's a genius. He defended the ground, pulled Weidman out of his game, and then ended up knocking Weidman out or whatever. It's just that's the way he chose to fight tonight. Do I think he will do it in the rematch? There's no way in hell. I think you're going to see a much more serious Anderson Silva. I think it's going to be a completely different fight. And I think it'll be a fight that, I know it seemed like I was attacking Kevin Iole earlier, but I wasn't. I wasn't attacking Kevin. I was just saying, people are going to say, oh, did that fight suck? Did you get what you paid for? Yeah, you fucking got what you paid for. The greatest fighter of all time went out there against Chris Weidman, a guy that many people, I saw so much shit about this fight. Like, I'm not kidding you. I had, you guys know who Norton is, right? You know Jim Norton? A comedian and huge UFC fan, radio personality. So he comes back in my room tonight and he says, it's almost like, and I saw a ton of this shit on the internet, like we were getting the fighters to say that we were like playing up this whole thing on how fighters were saying this guy could beat Anderson Silva. And I said, are you fucking crazy? First of all, if I tell a fighter one thing that a fighter doesn't want to do, he's out there ripping us apart anyway, saying, oh, they fucking made me say that. Are you kidding me? If I went to these guys and said, listen, we got to build this fight up, okay? We got to make it look like Chris Weidman might have a chance to win this fight. So I need you guys to do an interview. First of all, half of them wouldn't fucking do it, okay? Second of all, if I could talk some of it into it, the first thing they'd fucking say when they were pissed at me is like, you know what he fucking did? He made us go out and say that we thought Chris Weidman was going to win. In a heartbeat. Every fucking one of them would tell you guys that that's what I did to him. You know this is true. And I said, are you crazy, man? I said, of course, these guys think it's true, it's real. And then, I saw all this stuff on the internet. They're selling wolf tickets by saying Chris Weidman can win this fight. And it's fucking crazy, man. We don't tell anybody to do anything. You know what I tell you to do? You got to fucking do PR on Tuesday. You got to go over here and do fucking radio on Thursday. You got to do this. We got to sign this fight. You got to sign your contract. Don't swear on free TV. All this shit I do tell them to do. That's not one of them. We don't tell guys what to say, or we don't tell guys to try to, and this is the other thing I don't do. I'll never call a guy and go, listen, you got to start talking some shit, okay? Because we got to get this fight. Listen, there's going to be fights where guys talk shit. There's going to be fights when guys start hugging and loving each other. Do I love that? No, but it is what it is. I don't ever... It's like when Ariel says, are you mad? You seem mad, because I'm not mad. A super fight was always hypothetical. It was always, if everything lines up, the super fight would happen. If the super fight happened, it would have been fucking amazing. Imagine John Jones and Anderson walking in, two undefeated fighters from two different weight classes. Now the pressure isn't on me anymore. I don't have to make that fucking fight. I talked all this shit about boxing, and then if I didn't pull that one off, holy shit. But I just don't think like that anymore.
Question about